All right. Eight of Cups randomly on the bottom. We're going to go ahead and shuffle. So that's walking away from the past. And the title is Get the Party Started. Okay. So that's confirmation. We want to get an attitude of gratitude. Get the party started. Think like it's already here. Okay, let's see what we got here. We've got the Two of Cups, which I was talking about the soul contract earlier, and this dress that I have on is like the Two of Cups in the Mage Tarot deck, where it's Morticia handing the two cups to the guy in the coffin. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and see if that card comes up today. We'll use that deck, but it's just a long blue dress, and it looks like the one she has on. And I was thinking about my soul contract. Jesus back there on that side, Mary on that side, a doorway in the middle. I'm standing in the doorway. Okay, you see we've broke the glass ceiling. It's been shattered. I'm walking on broken glass. There's the doorway. And what song just came on? Yep, you know it. A Little More Free. A Lot More Free always comes on when I do my videos. Just like they know. It's a sign. And underneath our soul contract is the truth. The Queen of Swords, the most truth, Queen of Truth. Okay, she's doing her soul contract. That's it too. Okay, so top of the deck we have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Clubs. Creativity. She's being creative and waving her wands, the Four of Wands. All right, so that's a perfect example of what I was feeling before the video. It's a feeling of doing our soul contract. Got Jesus, Mary, a whole spirit team here, right? Going to give you a message to do your soul contract only in truth and creativity. Truth and creativity. Now, we've also got the Eight of Swords randomly on the bottom of this deck. That means you need to get unstuck. If you're stuck, then in Astro, figure out how to get unstuck. In this realm, what we're doing is we're bringing in the 5D into 4D, okay, for the movie, to finish the movie, okay? Now, last night in Astro, they wanted me to remind you that everything is done. All the arrests have been made, all the twin flames have been reunited, all the evil has been eradicated, but it's all in the higher dimensions. So, we're bringing it into the movie. These cards fell out in my hand, so let's look what they are. We have the Celebration card and the Three of Swords. Whatever sorrow we were going through, we're having victory. Three of Swords, Three of Wands. Nope. Yes, Three of Wands. Three of Swords, Three of Wands. Okay, so that's just what I was saying. Exactly what I was saying. I said everything has been done in the other dimensions. We're just showing the movie now. So when you see so-and-so's been arrested, that's long gone, been done, been there, done that. Everything's been done in the Astro. We're bringing it into the movie. Three of Swords, Three of Wands. Okay, bottom of the deck is to continue your quest. A night questing. See that light? That's the light that we shine upon the evil, And then we give it to the universe, God, white hats, all the aliens, all the people in the universe, right? And then they take care of it. But we're the knights running around with our flashlight. So in the old times, we used to take it upon ourselves, and it was like revenge, an eye for an eye. Today, we just say, hey, look at this person's doing this. I'm going to send them love and light. I'm going to pray for them, and I'm giving them to you. Just like we do with our animals. One of my animals, I won't get into details, needs prayer, okay? So we're giving that animal prayer, and we're giving the universe the answer, okay? Susan wants us to pray for her knee. It fell out of joint. She asks, we pray, we leave the results to the universe. We're the ones carrying the flashlight. We're the Hierophants here on earth, okay? We're the knights with the flashlight. We're the ones with the power. But the universe is our power. Okay, so if you've seen the movie Doctor Strange 2016, you saw that in the Ancient One telling Steve, right? I wrote the two biggest quotes down that I wanted to share with you. One was, you never get rid of your demons, you learn to rise above them. We talked about that yesterday, if you missed that video. And then this one, you cannot beat a river into submission. You can only surrender and go with the flow. Now, Steve's Love Tarot says that all the time, okay? He says, go with the flow. Be like water. It takes the shape of its container. You cannot beat a river into submission. You can only surrender and go with the flow. But here's the thing. You're going to surrender to something every day. You're going to surrender to something every minute. But make sure it's from the light. Okay? So we want to go back to the Ace of Hearts. The Ace of Candles. Okay? The Ace of Hearts. We want to have that love. So when we're praying for Susan, we pray thy will be done. I'm asking for prayer for Susan's knee. When we're praying for our animals, we say, okay, I've done everything that I can do physically. Spiritually, I'm asking for the healing power to heal the animal. Okay? We are the Hierophant, but our power has to come from somewhere. So in the movie Doctor Strange, they were talking a lot about, is your power from the dark? Is it from the light? Are you breaking universal law or are you not? If you do break universal law, what happens? So the movie was great. I studied it. I shared with you what I was supposed to study. And we're going to close that chapter out. Doctor Strange 2016. Underneath the Hierophant is the Wheel of Fortune. So everything's changing. Everything's changing, and things are changing in a blink of an eye also, okay? 1 minute, you're fine. The next minute, your knee's out. 1 minute, the animal's fine. The next minute, they're not. Same with you. I've been experiencing a lot of dizziness because we're ascending. It's like being on a roller coaster. You're going to feel that motion. Because we walked away from what? The 8 broken cups. Remember, the 8 broken cups was on the bottom of the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. And then on top of that, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So again, we have 3 queens. We have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. Creativity, abundance, stability, wealth. And the only one we didn't see is the Queen of Cups, but we got the Ace of Cups. And I'll go ahead and read what this says. It says, Moses on the burning bush, Exodus chapter 3, verse 4. When the Lord saw that he had gone over to look, God called to him from within the bush. Moses said, "Here I am." And we had this one last week. So we had 3 queens last week, and we also had this Moses on the burning bush energy. So if you're all 3 queens and you have the love behind you, do you see how you can manifest and heal and shine that light on everything? So just because everything's done in astro doesn't mean that we have no work here. See, now we have to bring it into the movie. So what I mean by that is now you have to deal with whatever's happening when we show an arrest or a death. When the Pope was shown to die in the movie, we had to go through the white hats getting a new Pope in there, correct? All right, if you know the story, you know it. If you don't, you don't. Okay, just like when anything happens in the movie, in Astro, it has to be brought into the movie. So when you get your twin flame, when you get your soul partner, your mission partner, right? That's going to affect everything because now you're going to be doing things differently. You may move to a physical location together because you want to get rid of the old. You don't really want to bring somebody in to an old house with old memories. You both should go into something new, like my castle. And a lot of you can live with me in my castle and my animals because it's going to be humongous, humongous, humongous. Ace of Cups. Okay, then we have the Sun card, the most favorable card I can pull from the deck. So the outcome's awesome. We've already won. We're just bringing it into the movie. For example, again, the Pope has been dead for a long time. He was arrested and gone, taken out. Okay, put on a different universe, whatever they do with them, right? Nobody knows about that except some of you watching this station. What you see is what you see on TV. So remember, there's an astro and then there's a movie. So you really have to dig deep into this stuff. There's a favorable outcome. Okay, then we're going to go ahead with you've walked away from the past. We've already talked about that. 2 8 of Cups. 2 in this reading. Okay, top of the deck, we have the 10 of Pentacles. We're going for our 10 of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles wants to finish this. And here she is. The Queen of Pentacles wants to finish this. Celebration. Celebration. And the 10 of Cups. We're taking our fantasy manifestations that people call fantasy, and we're bringing it into real life, okay? So when I really do show you my spaceship and my castle, you can see that it wasn't fantasy. But right now, it probably sounds like fantasy to some of you. Oh, yeah, right, you're going to get a castle, and you're going to, you drive a spaceship. I call it driving a spaceship. Okay, so anyway, we're taking the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. They're also both endings. 10s are endings. Now, let's see what kind of outfit she has on. Okay, that one has straps. And we didn't get the 2 of Cups yet. 10 of Pentacles. Those guys are all dressed up in suits, and they're celebrating. That looks like Superman, Clark Kent. Okay, so then we've got the Hermit. The Hermit, we have been in Hermit mode for a long time, but I'm drawn to what they're telling me about. We've been shining our light. We've been shining that light like the night of questing, okay? We've been doing it. And it's done. It's really exciting because it's done. You just don't see it. And I hear all these comments of nothing's going on. When is something going to happen? When is the EBS and NESARA happening? Well, everything's already done. And I just can't say that enough, right? It's time to get the party started. Okay? Party like you already have it. If you guys can all get that attitude, the movie will go a lot faster. The lovers, keep asking for your manifestation of your partner to come in. If you already have a partner and you need to leave them, please do so. And if you are very, very happy with your partner, then spice it up. Keep going. Let's get the party started. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and finish with, this is my walking away from the past, 5 of Cups. All the disappointment is gone. And this is the card where I say, you see how she's walking and she's going like this. Bye-bye. What'd you say? I can't hear you. Can't hear you. All your disappointment, all your negativity. Bye-bye. Can't hear you. I'm going to just keep shining my light. So how many times are we going to get the light to shine? 5 of Wands, another shining your light. You see them wearing their headgear with the light. You're getting the message here very clearly. And with the number 19 card is another 10, the Sun card, the favorable outcome. We're just looping around. We're just looping back around, okay? Get busy, 6 of Swords. It's a smooth journey. Just let the movie play out. And remember what we said about letting the movie play out. You cannot beat a river into submission. You can only surrender and go with the flow. Okay? So that was from the movie that I already closed out. I love LA. Okay, so all you in LA, shout out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I am Miss Mystic. I want to thank you for listening. And I love you all. Let's get the party started.